Well, good afternoon, viewers, and here we are at Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. And it's another nice day. And the snow is melting, isn't that dandy? So, I'm going to go in here. I don't know what I'm going to do today. I had some other things I was doing. I might we got a little fire on today. Don't need a whole lot. So I might look at that today. I might. And this one is the one that's the worst one. That's the one I noticed that was gone Hakafui. So we might take a look at that. Be nice if it was up in the air a little bit more. Be nice to have a hoist in here. But I don't have a hoist, so anyway, I'll shut you off and I might get back to this in a little bit. Alright, we got you set up there again, Hunter. I have to try and remember that I have the camera on a little bit of a zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Okay, so the video, my expert videoing skills, for some reason when I put the camera up, it was showing that the timer was going, and it was recording my voice, but it wasn't showing anything on the video. What you see there is what it was just pointing at the side of the snowblower, and it just stayed there, and it didn't record anything. So I guess I'll just have to kind of eliminate this section here because I can't remember how long it was, but anyway, this is where I was trying to get the nuts off of the bearing thing there. So we'll stop it here and we'll continue on, I guess. There's our regular scheduled programming. Okay, well, there we go. It's moving now. Holy cats, I turned the thing on and tried to show you something, and I looked in the camera and it wasn't doing nothing. The timer was going, but the video part was not going, and the sound was working, but the video part was not working. Oh dear me. Makes you wonder some days. All right. How now, brown cow? So what I was trying to show you with me foot before was I got a little jack right in there, just to hold up on the auger a little bit. And those bolts are square-headed bolts, and that's what they're being held into on the inside of this part. And if they fall in towards the auger, then they won't hold themselves, and you can't get the nut off. So I've been lucky to get two off, but I need to hold that one, I guess, somehow. So I'm going to try and put a pry bar in behind. Knocking everything down again like I did just a minute ago. That's just one of them days, I think, again. I'm going to try and get a pry bar in there to hold in on that whilst I'm trying to turn this nut off. It is not working. Let's try a bigger one. That's not good. this over so you can have a look at it, I guess, maybe. Or a better look. Yeah, okay, so I just remembered the zoom is on, so the zoom may be the trouble that I was having. I don't know if the zoom's even working. Sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. So, there we are. That's not good. That's not good. Okay. So, it kind of looks like Sir Dave's favorite tractor is out of commission for a while. So, I'm going to shut this off here for now. And that's going to be it until I try and figure out what I'm going to do here. What am I going to do? And it won't be today anyway, but I'm going to have to do some thinking. Holy cats, I don't really want to take that auger out of there, but that's not going to be good. Well, sitting here not saying nothing isn't good for you or for me, I guess so. I guess I might as well shut you off for now. And have a great day wherever you're at, whatever you're doing. And hopefully you're not working on one of these things. All right, goodbye now. Well, good afternoon, folks, and it's now the next day. And we're going to see if we can get this side apart, I guess. We have kind of a cloudy day today, and it is 4 degrees out, so things are melting. And all that's going to do is make ice in my driveway. And when it freezes, that's going to be nasty. Anyway, there's not much you can do about it. So, here we are. We're going to see what we can do here. I'm going to try and get this collar off of here. It shouldn't be too bad. And then, I'm going to try and get these off of here. And what I think I might do here is get my Dremel drill out with, there's a little wire wheel brush in it, and try and get some of the paint out of those threads, because I think that was probably hampering me on the other side some. So I'd rather try and keep these in good shape if I can. And anyway, that one stud that was no good on the other side, whether it was no paint on it or paint on it, it wouldn't have made any difference. It was just no good. So there you go. So we'll get back to you here in a little bit and see how far I get along here. All right, we got the collar off of there now. I just had to use a puller on it, but it didn't come off very easy to do. But I just couldn't haul it off with my hand. And these tools here, boys, I'm telling you, little DeWalt or whatever make doesn't make any difference. Little impact guns. Oh, that was some slick. It's just weird. Yeah. I wish I had had them years ago. I've only had this in probably a couple of years. Those are some handy. A little light in it too. That's handy too. You wouldn't think so, but that light there is that's a great thing. Yep. Great tool. Like I say, I guess don't matter if it's the wall for whatever kind of make it is, but they do the job nicely. Alright, so I'm going to try and get the paint off of here on these bolts here. That's the next step. We'll see how that works. I got my Dremel drill here. I got a little wire wheel. And see if I can get some of that paint out of there. Then I can put some oil on it and all that kind of stuff. There now. So now we'll see if they will come off of there. Once they get me studio light hooked up here, I can see a little better. Maybe. Where's that go? There it is. There. Now a little oil on them. So I have no idea what's going to happen here once I get those off, if I do, whether the auger is just going to fall and roll out of there or what is going to happen. I don't know. Okay, so we'll try, I think it's 7/16, I think it is, like that. Is this one? No, I think it is, no, I don't know. I think it's 9/16. That one's at half. Alright, we'll give this a little blast here and see what happens. That was amazing. That was amazing. Yeah. That was another amazing. And another amazing. Look at that. Well, that side came out a lot better than the other side. I should have done that clearing the paint off also on that other side. Maybe that would have helped. And maybe it wouldn't have. Who would know? Now, now that brown cow. Hammer. These loosen up. Alright, so we got the nuts off and the washers off and the outer sleeve, I guess you'd call it. And now I'm going to try and get the the bearing off the shaft, it won't slide off, so we'll do the same thing as we did with the little collar. There you go. It's on there pretty tight. I don't think that bearing was any good. It's definitely no good now. Alright, let's see if we can. What am I gonna do now here? I didn't expect that to happen. But you just never know, do you? That's on there pretty good. The socket. Bigger socket. Keep back in. Alright, so we'll have to stop you again, I suppose. Alright, we got her knocked back in. I found myself a 3/4 inch impact socket, and that's fit right over and push it back through. Like that. Well, we'll take a little bit of sandpaper here and see if we can clean this up a bit. Take some of the 50-year-old manufacturing off of it. That's what this, how old this thing is. It's 50 years old. And a little more oil. Slide right on. Alright, let's try the puller again. Alright, let's see what happens. There. Just like that. There, it goes to show you, you need to do preparation first before you do anything. But a lot of people never do, like myself. They're just gonna think it'll just come apart. I used to be able to feel good at getting stuff apart years ago. Alright, so that's apart. That is apart, so I don't know if this is the same bearing or not. There's the other one. I'm going to put it this way, it's in worse shape at this point. Okay. Well, it's going to take a little bit of work to find the number, if I can. Anyhow, I'll shut it off again there. If I don't shut it off, this is going to be a long video, so I'll get back to you in a little bit. Alright, we're going to show you a few things here, and this is going to be the end of this video. And there'll be either one or two more videos on this. One of the repair, which I'll show you over on the other side there, that I gotta do and gotta figure out how to do. And then putting it all back together. So that might be two different videos, or it may end up being all one video. A repair and put back together, or a repair and then put back together. So, at least this side is in good shape here, from what I can see. I'll get my studio light on here. So everything seems to be good there. Just have to clean it up a little bit there to get the rust out of there. But it looks like those bolts are in good shape. They're in there tight, so there's no sense in me trying to move that and trying to figure out what's what. So just leave that alone. And I gotta do some thinking on this here. There's a slot here for some reason. It doesn't look to be one on the other side. So I'm not sure if like an E-clip or circ, I forget now what Joseph calls them, but circlip maybe goes in there or not. Anyway, this side is going to go back together fairly good, I'd say. I have the two plates to put the self-aligning bearing into. It's just a matter of finding a bearing. Now, the two bearings have different numbers on them, but they both look to be the same. So I'll have to try and go and find a spot to find bearings. So that's that. Now we'll get over to the other side here. This is the nasty side. Nasty, nasty. So what we've got here is, let's see if I can maybe, just hang on a second and I'll set you up here maybe. Yeah, so this side again needs to be cleaned up a bit. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these. That one is almost, it's got the square heads on it, so it's almost ready to come out. This one is still solid. That one is loose. And this one, this little piggy, well, it just kind of chewed itself to basically nothing. And the head was already not showing that very well anyway. The head was already torn off of it. And it was spinning inside the square. So that square hole here ain't necessarily square anymore. So now I've got to try and figure out how to get a bolt in there. And I don't want to take that out if I can help it. So I'm not sure what to do there yet. So I'm thinking it's going to have to go on there. Anybody has any ideas, let me know. So, alright, so that's going to be about the end of this video for now. I'm going to cut her off there, and I'll get back to you with another video once I got to go find bearings. I guess that's the next thing, and figure out how to fix this end. So we'll leave it at that for now.